Now guys, we're always looking for extra speed, extra power with our driver. Today, I've got a simple analogy and solution for you to take straight to the course. So let's get straight into what we want to feel with this. Now, if we're going to hit this golf ball a long way, the knowledge that we need to know is that we need to feel like we lose our force in the ground just before impact. So our peak force peaks just before impact and we unload it onto the ball. A lot of players become very, kind of what I use as a loose term here, wishy-washy, don't really use the ground, and it requires basically, ultimately, brute strength just to get this golf ball traveling a distance. So there's three things that need to fall into place. We need to feel that we get light to heavy to light. We need to feel that we've got a great sequence, and we need to have good balance, because there's no point adding all this speed if we can't be balanced and we can't hold and pose that finish. So they're three important elements of what I'm about to say. So this is your drill. We're going to get into golf posture. And we're going to put your lead hand on top of your golf club, and I want you to get into golf posture now. I want you to take the swing to the top, so I've got the shoulders turning more than the hips. And again, I'm going to use this term lightly, and there's no pun intended, guys, no pun intended. I get light through the backswing. That's not me standing out of posture, and we'll see that from down the line now. As I do that, I'm not coming out of posture, I'm staying in posture, but my feeling of pressure in the ground gets lighter. This is the key move here. I want you to thread the right hand through as we get heavy. So in, I'm heavy, I'm through. Okay, so I'm light, I'm squatted, I'm heavy, I'm through. So it really feels like I'm in on this ground. The left foot's working behind me, the right foot feels like it's working this way. They don't, but that's the feeling I want you to create. I want you to experiment with this. So again, we're to the top, feel with it, thread the hand through. The top, feel it, thread the hand through, and it's a great way of building that speed and power. Guys, welcome to the channel. This is Elliott Golf, and you're joining me on Miracle Monday. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video, and if you're brand new to this channel, please do, before you leave, consider hitting that big red subscribe button. I would really appreciate it if you do. Join this channel, join this family. I want to help as many golfers as I can, ultimately just start enjoying their golf a little bit more. And obviously, if you're enjoying any of this content at any point, please do hit that thumbs up button as well. It helps me grow the channel, and I want you to be part of that. Now time to jump into this video in a little bit more detail. So looking at this move in a little bit more detail, we feel as though the lower half is disassociating from the bottom. So the hips are snapping towards target, and it creates that bigger stretch. If you imagine I had a line through my hips going through this hip bone, and through the shoulders, this drill is perfect for it. I want you to try and feel like your shoulders stay where they are, but you get the hips working towards target. So you can see here my upper half pretty much staying where it is, but I'm really trying to feel that my lower half comes through, and then I thread the right hand in and through. This is a great way to feel speed, great way to feel athleticism in your golf swing, and that is what we want to do. We all want speed, we all want power, we all want to be balanced in that. So we've got all those elements working right away now. Let's try and hit this one away, applying that theory and that idea of light, snap them to get heavy, thread the right hand through, and it's going to give you everything you've always wanted. Let's do 2 more reps off the golf ball, and then let's hit this one away. So we're in to the top, snap it, bring it back, feel that stretch, and I can really feel the change in my voice. And through. Okay, pitch your shot, one more. Let it through. Right, I've got a clear intention of shot I want to hit. Remember, I want you to pose this for 3 seconds. I don't want you to hit this all guns blazing if we can't hold and pose it for 3 seconds. Okay, so in. Here we go. Feel that move. Whoa, that was absolutely, oh my lord, no exaggeration, my ears are actually ringing right now. My ears are actually ringing. Josh is nodding his head behind the camera as well. Look at that strike, guys. You can get that move. And the greatest thing about that is when I've done this with clients, or I've done this on the lesson tee, they feel that they're not actually swinging that quick. Because it happens as a sequence, the lower half to the upper half chasing the lower. You create that speed during that kinematic sequence, that almost like domino effect. One happens, then the next, and the next, and the next, until the club hits the ball. It's now time to pull out a few comments. If you're brand new to Alex Elliott Golf, each and every video I will bring out 3 comments, or like you all know, you've seen me replying to every single person down below. So if you've ever got a question about your game or on a video, I will answer it either on here or to you directly on YouTube. So all these comments and questions have all come from Short Game Saturday's video, and this was never duff a chip shot again, and I'll leave the link down here to the last 2 Short Game Saturday videos. Really good videos, some great feedback. I'm just about to pull some of them out here. So Eddie said, thanks Alex for a great tip. Notice you also keep your shoulders level as well as parallel. I think this will help prevent stubbing shots. So I think what Eddie's kind of alluding to there is a lot of people sometimes get chipping where they lose the structure in the upper half. Anytime I like this, it's going to encourage that club to bottom out early, get those fat and potentially thin shots. So when I'm stood to a chip shot, my shoulders do tend to feel a little bit more level than tilted like this, and a lot of the time that comes from people getting the weight left by just pushing the hips forwards. It's not the weight left by pushing the hips, it's the weight left by moving our sternum and everything ahead of the golf ball. That helps control our low point. So the next one comes here from Stephen Hackett. He said, use your method today 6 times for about 20 to 40 yards out. Managed to hole out 4 times, but surprisingly surprised by the accuracy and the crispness of the contact. Bloody hell, Steve. Hold out 4 times, I read that right. Use this method today for 6 times from about 20 to 40 yards. Managed to hold out 4 times. Guys, I've just read that right. Have a look at that. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Managed to hold out 4 times, surprised by the accuracy and the crispness of the contact. Just need to get the feeling of length a bit better. Something to add to my arsenal, I think. Great to hear that, Stephen. Next one comes here from Alan Marriott. When chipping around the green from fluffy rough, do you tend to pick up the club and use the bounce the most? So, Alan, when I'm chipping around the greens and say the rough was a bit more around the golf ball and the lie wasn't so good, I would tend to feel I open the face for one, I have a little bit more wrist hinge or wrist set, and add a little bit more speed, and potentially feel like I hit down on it as a result. I would definitely get my weight further left, feel like I get the bounce, and get the club working through that rough with a little bit more speed. That's all we have time for on this week's Miracle Monday. See you tomorrow for Training Tuesday.